Karrie Downey, volleyball, 1995. Karrie's the only player in CU history to play for and start for the U.S. national team during a world championship. Downey was a two-time first-team All-Mid-East region selection by the American Volleyball Coaches Association. She was first-team All-Big 8 twice and the 1994-95 CU Female Athlete of the Year. She led the Buffs to the 1992 and 1993 Big 8 tournament championships and the outright 1993 Big 8 championship, the only league title in the history of CU volleyball to this day, in fact. She continues to hold countless set, match, season, and career records for the Buffaloes. He is the only player in CU history to have led the Buffs in kills 4 times. She's also the only player in program history with 300+ kills in 4 different seasons and 400+ in 3. And she's also the only player in CU history to record 40 digs in a match. She played for the U.S. national team in 1998 in the World Championships in Japan. And now we have the pleasure of calling her Hall of Famer, Karrie Downey.
Thank you so much. When Rick George called me and he told me what was going on, I didn't say a word. And he said, "Are you still there?" And I said, "I just don't know what to say." And that's a little bit how I feel right now. I am just really honored and humbled and grateful to be here before you tonight. When I was a senior in college, my husband Brett, he ran cross country here at CU, and he had a brand new coach named Coach Wetmore. I really wish he was here tonight. And I think it was, I can't remember, honey, if I was a junior or a senior, but we were dating. I don't think he liked that very much. He really liked his runners focused, and girls were kind of a distraction. And so at a match, I broke the kill record for the history of kills. And I was walking to the Dow Ward Center, and I passed Coach Wetmore, and I was like a little afraid of him. And I was looking at him, and he was looking at me, and there was nobody else around, and he said, "You know, all that killing's got to be bad for your karma." What do you say to that? I said, "Yeah, probably is. Okay, thanks. See ya." I've always wanted to share that story to people who knew Coach Wetmore, so I feel like you guys would understand that. I've heard a lot tonight from people that have gotten up here about the tremendous good that is done in life and in families. And CU was definitely a family for me. It was a family away from my family. And I was so glad that Brad and PE recruited me to come here. Being a Buff at this time, I came in '91 and graduated in '94. And being a Buff at this time was a really special time. Coach McCartney was amazing. They had great football players, great kids. The women's basketball team, I remember watching Jamila play and being in awe. And our women's volleyball team was competing all the time, and it did feel like a family. When we went to study hall at 7 o'clock in the morning, at that time all of us freshmen would go. Everything that we did, we wanted each other to win and succeed, and we could see potential in what we were doing. And I was so grateful that our team saw potential in each other and did everything we could to achieve that potential. And there was this sense and feeling on the campus, because we were in the Big 8, that everybody hated Nebraska, which is totally legitimate, even now, okay? Anytime I meet somebody from Nebraska, I tell them that we can't be friends. And it's true. But at that time, those big wins were big for us. And we ended up beating them our junior year and winning the Big 8 championship. And in my garage, up on the wall, I have a picture of all of us celebrating after we win. And I have never seen such a look of joy and ecstasy and togetherness and unity. Like, we accomplished this. We achieved our potential. And I feel like CU was the place where I learned that. Things came easy for me in high school. I was athletic. Things came easy. School was easy. Sports were easy. But when I came to college here, and I came to understand that in order to reach potential, I really had to work at it. I really had to earn it. One day, Coach Brad Sandin, who's here. Brad, where are you? Stand up. I can't even see because of the lights. This is our coach, Brad Sandin. He started this program here at CU. When I came, I think it was maybe the 4th or 5th year of a program in history. All of us came together. We came and we saw potential in this program, and he helped us see this potential in this program, and we came to achieve, and those that came before us built those foundational blocks for us to succeed. Anyway, one day in practice, every time we played a game, if you lost, you had to run lines, and it was just like the standard, right? And so some days you might run 10 sets of suicides, and on other days you might run 1 or none. And I remember running and running and running and running. And Nicole Vanish, my teammate, we were, bent over breathing, and I turned to her and I said, "I hate this." And she turned to me and said, "But it makes it better, doesn't it?" And I have never, ever forgotten that. In order for us to get better, we had to do the hard things. Hard is good. And Nicole's here tonight too. Nicole, can you stand up? This is one of my former teammates and also Hall of Famer, Nicole Vanish. I've never forgotten that in my life, and it's been a mantra of mine throughout my whole life. I'd like to thank Brad, I'd like to thank Nicole, I'd like to thank my other teammate, Janine Zumerchick, who's here tonight, and I'd like to thank my family. Right now, I'm a mom of 5 kids, and my job is to see the potential in them, just like others have seen the potential in me. Can you guys stand up, my family? These are my kids. Cody, my little Lainey there, she's my youngest. Kai, Ben and Dana are twins, and they're just trouble. I mean, if you see somebody climbing up there, it'll be them, and just tell them to get down. They'll be fine. They've broken lots of things. My parents, my mom who's here, my dad couldn't be here tonight, my mom Kathy, and my mother-in-law Pam, such integral parts of my life. And of course, Pam, you produced the best thing in my life, which is my husband, Brett. Brett, will you stand up? My husband always sees the potential in me, even when I'm not at my best. And I'm so grateful that I met him and married him. Thank you for being my family. Thank you for honoring me in this way. When you honor me, I feel like Chad and Stan, that you really honor the era that we were in and the people that we were with, because we were just one thing, one unit, one team. So thank you very much.